y'all? Welcome back to Unshaven Nation on the Spruce Mountain Map. Cowboy here. Hope you all had a great weekend and are having a good week so far. Glad to have you back. We got a couple more chores to do around the place to wrap up this oak planting season. We got the rollers going out in the field, and we got to spread some fertilizer and stuff out on the crops. But join us as we start tackling that to-do list so we can start getting ready for corn and grass harvest and corn planting and grass harvest, all that good stuff. So, do a little funny bit for y'all, let you see these horses run and see how silly they look running super fast. But glad to have y'all here. Let's get to chore. So we got our planter down here. I'm kind of thinking I always have an issue when I harvest this field. Working this fence right here is a pain in the butt. So what I'm kind of thinking we should do is in case you're wondering what's going on, I put the sheep field in this field because I didn't have space for something this big anywhere else, and I really wanted to run this pasture, but I had nowhere to put something this big. So I was studying my fields and everything. This had the worst value, like produced the least. But anyway, this field was the worst producer. It was something that was convenient, getting ham. Hey, little mama. What are you doing? Doing your morning laps. 10-4. Anyway, that's why I put it there. But I've tried multiple times harvesting crop like that and everything. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to run up to Grandpa's place, grab that McCormick, or actually, I can grab that planter right here. And I'm going to do a line of grass right up against the fence so that I don't have to get that close anymore. Because if you don't hit it just right, it gets annoying. Unless, let's see here. Maybe there's an option to remove the fence. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. It should come up in the menu. Well, if we can remove the fence, then just leave it. And really, it's not even a huge deal. It's one of those quality things. I always end up running the one strip anyway. Now I'm thinking about, like, I'm going to be losing product. I'm kind of changing my mind. Because I have to run the equipment anyway. you know. So screw it, we're gonna leave it. Let's do this. Let's run over here. Who's got my planter? You? Yes. Okay, we're gonna grab a little case. We're gonna go ahead and plant a strip of grass, and then when I plant the soybeans, that way I don't have to keep worrying about getting hung up on this fence. And then I can just plant my soybeans, like, if I'm really wanting to, you know, like halfway across this grass. See, it's not terrible with this little guy, but with the combine and everything else, it's pretty annoying. Oh, doing so many laps of glitching. So it's not terrible with this, but with our bigger equipment, like, it catches all the time. So it's kind of annoying. But we are gonna fix that with this little strip. Alright. There we go. Now we'll plant. Now we can plant whatever we want. Just gonna flirt with that grass a little bit, and we'll be a-okay. Actually, I'm just gonna leave this case right here because I'm getting ready to clean it up anyway. Alright, so let's go get soybeans going. And we'll just roll the whole thing, and then when it starts growing in, we'll have beautiful grass here for the sheep to kind of put their heads through at. And the DEI hawks to hunt field mice through. And oh, shoot. So we're gonna run. We're already here, so let's just run in here. Fruit cannot be planted in March. What? Oh my gosh, I was looking at potatoes. We can't even plant yet. Alright. Jeez. Well, send him back to the shop then. All that for nothing. Except now we're going to have to roll that little strip of grass. But that's okay. Let's send him home. And that'll actually give us a reason to go, because he should be done rolling with all of these. Nope. What did we miss here? Let's do this back. God, he's dragging. It's so cool. Honestly though, these things are so old, I don't know if I'd want the cab on in real life. Might get a little hot. But if I can pick those bales, then I probably could use the cab to be feeding in wintertime. Alright, so I'm gonna get this guy, finish his outline, this head row for him, and then get him going. And then we're gonna have to remember to hit 15 before we put him away. But get this head row done, get him rolling, and then we're gonna go check on everyone else and clean some more equipment. I think we have to. Oh yeah, we need to feed the horses too. I noticed that too when I was riding. We need to feed the horses too. So, but I'll bring you guys back as soon as I get this guy lined up, ready to go. Alright. Alright, so we got that other guy going, and then jumped over here to Grandpa's place to get this little guy rolling on this field. We need to get this rolled in. But while I was sitting here doing this head row, it brought me to another question. I need to know, like, just because out of curiosity, right? Do you guys like watching this stuff? I mean, I'm thinking about it, and I know that I tried, like, we'll talk through while I'm doing some of it, and then in some episodes, you know, I speed it up a little bit, put the music on, that way you guys can still see it. But I'm just sitting here thinking, like, this is farm sim. This is what we do, you know? So I don't want to. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a pretty picture right there. Clip it. But you know, this is farm sim. This is what we do. So if you guys like watching this stuff, you know, let me know, and I'll try not to cut it out so much, you know. But I'm just curious, because I know when I watch this stuff, I don't mind watching it and you know, listening to the conversation and all that good stuff. But that may just be me. I'm also one of those guys that likes to. I like hearing stories. You know, I'm more of a story listener than a teller. Oh, we missed a strip here. Dang it. Hold on. We gotta get it. That's gonna bug me. Load. Alright. We're gonna grab our McCormick. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think, because I mean, I've been trying to balance it out. I don't know if I'll ever do, you know, this time-lapse series or anything like that. I mean, maybe. But I don't enjoy those, so I don't really want to make them. But I've been trying to balance this series, you know, with a little bit of what I know I like to see with what other people like to see. So I'm just curious know I'm not the only one that likes to sit here and listen to someone babble on while the tractor's working in the background, but I'm just curious what you guys like to see. Oh, damn, we missed another strip. What the heck? I'll probably always still like balance them out and everything. Like I said, I'm just curious, you know, getting to know you guys while you're getting to know me. What everyone likes to see and hear. So I'm excited for, our live streams to take off a little bit, because then I can talk to you guys in real time. I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be a lot easier to get to know everybody and get familiar with everyone, all that good stuff. But yeah, it just struck my curiosity, because it's like, well, this is Farm Simulator. That's what we're here for. But I've also done a lot of this stuff throughout my life. So I think I'm still blown away. I just think it's crazy cool how much this actually correlates to the real thing. Obviously not 100%. Like, come on. But, I mean, close freaking enough, right? It's pretty cool in my eyes. I think that's why I love it so much, because it correlates so well, and it's kind of a, I don't even know how to call it. Like, there's times for me where it's super soothing, or something, I don't know quite how to explain it, but I just enjoy this stuff a lot. And I know a lot of you do too. But that's why I love it. So yeah, it doesn't bother me to have this stuff going in the background, and listening to the creator, if it asks questions or whatever, and replying to comments. But it's just me. So long story short, just curious what you guys think. Kind of tough too, because with this one, right, it's made. Like, most of our winter projects, like, I don't even know if I were to keep this series going. Like, I try to do projects every winter to improve the ranch and everything. It's like real life. I use my downtime to improve stuff and all of that, but that's what kind of makes it hard, because I know, like, some people that I even watch, they're part of the stuff that they talk about is plans or ideas for the farm they're working on. But I mean, this one, we're already there. I mean, we own the whole freaking county. We own the county, we farm it all. Our plan now is to make sure that we can, is to set up the cows to be able to 100% feed the compost from the manure. And then we've got the TMR plant. We need to keep that. That's the goal, is to have that running full year from now on. And then we'll always have the mixing wagon for emergencies. But that's why we're planting so much oats. So, kind of a good thing that we made so much money, because now it gives us the freedom to set up everything that we want. You know, we already went through the hard times. Now it's the easy life. Just getting to enjoy it. But I did think of another idea too when I was riding the horses. We'll have to see. I mean, there's a lot of cool things. FS25 too. I don't really want to get rid of 22 yet. I mean, there's a lot of little things that I want to move on from for sure. I don't know, but just trying to think of what is going to fill the gap after the Spruce Mountain series is over. You know, do we stay in FS22? Do we go to 25? Full time? Don't know. Like, there's some maps even on 22 that I haven't even checked out yet. There's two that I really wanted to that I think would really be cool to do a series on, but I just don't know if you guys are interested in still seeing 22 now that 25's it's finally got enough mods, you know, to be going full blast, full bore, 100%. So, but I think if I'm gonna try and help get Flying Hippo and that, and maybe Cook or someone else, you know, jump on multiplayers with us. 22 might be the cheaper route, you know, help them get set up instead of going 25. But I don't know, there's a lot of variables. A lot of variables. But yeah, if you guys are still interested in seeing 22, because like I said, yeah, we're gonna be, from now on, Spruce Mountain is gonna be a relaxing pastime for me because there's nothing left, you know. And some of these, I thought I thought about expanding, you know, like if I wanted to get really crazy with it, up in here, but that terrain and stuff, it's not good farm terrain. You know, it's all hillsides and stuff like that, which is fine. That's what the creator wanted when he made this map. But we don't really have anywhere else to go. The only other thing to do here, other than working what we own and trying to increase our husbandries to 100%, you know, with the cows and the sheep are pretty much 100%. They're rocking and rolling. I don't know if I ever see sheep production any better than it is, but we're gonna have a lot of cleanup to do here. Yeah, see, we made fields here. We made this field here. We did all of this in the fields that we could. Like, there's not a whole lot more to expand to on this place. I thought about turning this whole thing into a field, but then we needed to get Grandpa's house set up, so we can't do that. You know, a crazy thing to do would be to turn this into one ginormous field, but what's the purpose? You know? I don't know. But that's why I just really wanted to do this series to show you guys what I'd been working on for so long and everything like that, and kind of break me into doing these videos because I knew this stuff wasn't going to be easy. So it was kind of two birds with one stone. Let's start with the Spruce Mountain series, because as far as the farm goes, I'm good. I just need to meet my goals, right? So let me start there, because outside of just trying to meet these goals, the farm's good. So I don't have to stress about that. That'll give me a chance to get used to all this filming and editing and all that stuff, because this is a lot. It's a lot to do. And you gotta buy all the stuff to do it, you know. It's a lot. So that's why I really want to do this, and it gave me a chance to like I said, something I worked so hard on, show you guys how well it all came out and what all my hard work's done. So, but I invested a lot of time in this map. I feel like I went down a bunny trail there. But I was talking about, you know, if you guys don't mind seeing more FS22, then we could certainly do another series here. There's a couple maps. There's 2 more maps that I wanted to work in FS22 that I think would be really cool. One would be, I think one of them would kind of be more of a pig farm setup, like what we've talked about. And it's a really cool map. I just never, for some reason, I never jumped on it. Just a couple of little spots, but oh well. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We've still got a little bit of time to think about it. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I'm interested to see the comments and everything. You know, if you guys like to stay and try out one more series, or just convert all the way over to SF25. SF. Why do I keep saying SF? I don't understand that. I've never done that before. FS25. Oh no, jeez. Alright, well, I'm going to finish rolling these fields. Get this one cleaned up. I'm going to get him started on the next field. And then I'll bring y'all back. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we got rollers going. We had to do, so big field here got wrapped up, so we cleaned that up, got him started on 19. We've got our other rollers started on 11. We did the head rows for them, so got them going, and that was after we got the head row over here on 24 rolling. So a lot of cleanup, but we got all the big fields done. Now we're working on the smaller fields. But we're gonna run up here. Looks like our other roller is pretty much wrapped up on this little field up over the hill. So we're going to take our buggy over here. And we're gonna park our buggy over here because we're gonna bring a tractor over here. We're gonna roll this grass line so that I don't have to keep seeing that needs rolling warning every time I come over here. It's gonna drive me crazy. We're gonna jump over here, get this field cleaned up. We'll hit that little, let's see, what spot? Here. That one. We just need to go hit this other end. We'll get this wrapped up, and then show 15, I think. Yeah, we need to hit the 31 with this little guy. Move a little bit faster if we can. Yeah, we're gonna hit this, and then, oh, that's one thing we haven't done in a minute. We haven't checked on honey. 2104. I don't know that we're gonna get. Maybe honey spiked in the fairly early part of the month. It's just a little bit harder. And even this isn't that big. It's still super annoying. Definitely a good call on like this grass. So now we should never have to worry about that again. I'm gonna run over here. Harvey's coming in good. We're gonna squeeze by. Oh, no. We tried. Oh. That's cool. Well parked on the barley. No big deal, Bob. They'll start cropping. And then that's pretty much going to be it for March. I think we're pretty much going to be wrapped up. Just finish the rolling. Sell the honey. Oh yeah, we still need to feed the horses. We're going to finish riding too. We'll get that knocked out. Then we need to finish cleaning up, equipment away, all that good stuff. I guess to take over there. We already hooked up, yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna take this one because we've already got one parked here. Wheat. Give the ponies some oats. They'll be topped off. We need to take paint, the gray, so we run them. I think we already ran amber. Nobody else needs fade. So we're good there. Clean that out so it's not sitting there. Jag, he's already clean. Where is? There she is. Okay, cleaned up. Where's the gray? There he is. Let's go check on this field. So much clean work we're gonna have to do. I was gonna leave that triangle there for some reason, I don't know why. That looks like a little bit of touch up there. Little spots. Why he didn't finish this and drove all the way down there, I don't know. But we need to hit this. Missed a couple of patches. I don't know how I didn't see those before. I forgot to hit these, so that won't be annoying. I mean, I saw them obviously when I did the head row, but I had already sent the seeder off, so we just left them. Although all we did was plant oats, so we could probably go grab. Oh, we need to hit this with lime. Okay. I go grab the little cedar. It's right there on that case. And we'll grab that. Let's hit those spots real quick since we got to touch up by those anyway. That way we don't have to stare at them all season. That'd be annoying. Alright. Pony back. And all that leaves us is the paint to get that wrapped up. Alright, so let's go grab the case. Switched over to oats now before we forget. Yeah, we'll go hit those spots and then touch everything up with the roller. Let's see, where are we sending the roller next? Oops. Look at that. We can put them on 22. Get that started. I'm gonna have to cut in that head row for him. That's alright. I should have probably started that other one on 22 because it's bigger. Rolling's 0. And it's so slow too. I don't know why the tractors are limited to 7 miles an hour on the rollers. It's a painful enough process. Whoa! Oh, yeah, I guess we don't know it. Sure. I was almost like, oh no, why is there cedar not working? Alright, folks, that's all we got for this video, unfortunately. I hope y'all liked it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Also, we have a Discord channel if you want to follow us along on there to get live updates for this channel and to participate in our live streams. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Cowboy out.